Welcome to Drive Facebook Live. I'm Tony Whistler. And that's Dan Vasquez. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Tony. Hey, everyone.
Good to see you, my friend. Today on the show, we have Brandon and Rhiannon Tupa of Brandon's Auto Service. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Good to have you.
Happy to be here.
Yep. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about you guys. Tell us a little bit about your shop. Just give us the rundown, please.
So we've been in business for since about 2018. We started really small. About 5 years ago, we moved from Luxembourg to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and got a much bigger shop, and it's been snowballing ever since. Started on one bay, and now we got five bays now, um, 3 employees and ourselves. So we're building slowly but surely.
And Brandon started just as himself. And when he was in Luxembourg, he was working out of his parents' garage on the floor. So he has come from very humble beginnings, and his dad had so much crap packed in there. You had like a foot on either side of the vehicle to work with. Um, and moved to Green Bay. He found a spot in the same building that my dad was storing his semis in. And so we had a good in with the landlord already. And Brandon started and took the reins full time, working for himself. And he did that for about 8 months. And I was working in healthcare previously. I was an LPN, so I like to say I'm a retired nurse. I like that. Everyone always gets a kick out of that because I'm not at retirement age, obviously. Um, but we made the jump and we just didn't look back, and it has been great. If it was anyone else, I wouldn't be able to work with him, but we just I don't know, it's always worked for us.
Great.
That's awesome. I don't know what you guys call it, but when I was a technician rolling around on the floor working under cars, we always called it ground groping. And it was always my goal to never be a ground groper anymore. 100%. I do not like it when the lifts are full and I still got to do something on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, it's awesome hearing your guys' story and your growth. That's pretty cool. I'm curious, you guys are a husband and wife team and you come into the shop. What do your roles look like these days? What are you doing, each of you at the shop? So Rhiannon does most of the bookkeeping, and she also splits that with service writing. So she's our secondary service writer. We have a full-time service writer. But when things get busy, she takes that role. And then me, I kind of the bounce around guy. Kind of make sure everything's going in the right direction. Or if we're busy, then I jump on cars and start working on them as well.
He's like a 0.5 technician.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
0.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
0.5.
Half
So,
time doing that, half time running around.
Half the size.
Yep.
yep.
All the dynamo.
Yep. That's a firefighter now. Just putting out fires, but the fires get smaller as you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was going to say, it must have been challenging to move your shop from Luxembourg, Germany, all the way to Wisconsin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So there's a Luxembourg in Wisconsin? I've never.
Yep. There's a Luxembourg, Wisconsin. So we probably moved about 30 miles. Uh, More of a small town out there. Takes forever to get parts and stuff like that. So it was much more beneficial to move to the city in 5 minutes you get your stuff.
It's very much it's just a typical Midwest farm town, small school. Your middle school and high school are in the same building. Really small little, cute little, wonderful town. But Green Bay is definitely the hub and had more opportunities for us. And we're in a very up and developing area over the last probably 15 years too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, being in a larger city gives you a larger market, so
Oh yeah.
that makes it a little better. Do you live in Green Bay or
Yeah. We live in
Nice.
Green Bay. Yeah, so it's
Very
not too
good.
bad to go to work. 10-minute drive.
That's
Green Bay
great.
is split with the Fox River, so there's like the east side and the west side of town. So our shop is on the east side of town, and we live on the west side of town.
And it's a 10-minute drive.
Yep.
About that, yeah.
I would love to live in a town that size.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know it
like
sounds like a
drive
dream,
across
right?
town, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
That's really
Um,
cool.
so how did you get started again? Brandon? Like what was your
Moonlighting. That's how I got started. I was working for a bunch of other people for quite some time. And you know how it goes. Somebody finds out you're a mechanic and all you're doing is going to work and you come home and you go to work. And pretty much that's how it snowballed until I was making more money after work than I was at work. So then I was like, well, I can making a living doing this and not really worrying about where's my paycheck coming from. So I built my clientele up bigger than I could handle. So then I had to do it full time. And then pretty much every time I get to a place where I get overrun, then it's time to expand again.
well that's a good thing, right?
Yep.
It is. It is. I'm really curious, Tony, just for Rhiannon coming, obviously, Brandon, you came from that background and this is kind of what you do. But Rhiannon, you made a total, like a full shift, right? From, being a nurse to being a bookkeeper now and a service advisor. That's a pretty big shift. How's that been? How are you enjoying that?
It was definitely a learning curve, but it was really helpful and really easy to take like kind of my customer service and my care for people and just kind of translate it over into the automotive industry. Did take me a long time to kind of learn some stuff, learn stuff, and just
Yeah.
just how kind of the automotive field works, and then how vehicles work. Um, and I don't know. It's just the wonderful. It's the environment really, and the support of our guys. It was hard in the beginning, but I definitely feel a lot more comfortable than I than I used to.
Good, good. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. That's good.
And we,
Um,
we always say that customer service is customer service no matter what the business is, right? So the fact that you came from a field that was strong on that is obviously very beneficial,
Mhm.
and that's, we've had clients who have hired hired people, not like started a business with the person, but hired a person who, might have been a waitress or something, and it's like they'd be good because they deal with customers all day long.
mhm.
Mhm.
Now
It
you were
helps
dealing
you
with
think
you
of
were dealing
like
with
outside the
patients. I don't
box.
know how different that is.
Just dealing with different concerns, different problems, different problems.
I think her being an extroverted people person really does help. She can
Yeah,
talk to anybody, and people enjoy talking to her more than me on the phone. They'd rather listen to her.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brandon, how are you enjoying your kind of new role as the point five tech, right? I know for me, coming from the technical background, right, it's kind of hard not to be the guy doing it all. How are you adjusting and how are you liking it?
I'm definitely liking it. It's definitely got its stresses, but
I am struggling to keep him away off from the lift.
yeah,
Yeah,
Where his
yeah.
heart is being a technician. So that's definitely a hard transition.
less
Yeah.
fix, more leading. But we're getting there. It's a battle every day, but it's not a battle that I don't mind battling.
We just
There
hired
you
a
go.
service advisor at the end of June, and that has been really instrumental in helping us get to taking off all of the hats of responsibility.
And gets everything expedited a lot quicker when you're not fixing a car and calling customers at the same time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fixing a car while you're trying to handle a business is challenging for the car and for the business.
Oh, definitely. It's sidetracked a
Yeah.
lot.
Because I can't answer every question that I get asked on the phone. So I'm like, hello, can I need help?
Yeah, and that's when you really learn to trust your technicians because you pay them to do a good job, and they do, and you gotta believe in them, and they'll take care of you, which definitely helps freeing up some more time.
Yeah, that's great. Now, do you guys, are you in a state in your shop where you can take some longer time away from the shop, like go on a cruise, or are you there yet? Or do you feel like you need to grow a little more?
Not necessarily yet. We're still growing. Our expo is going to be our first time letting the shop run without us. So we're looking forward to that. And I think with the crew that we got so far, I think it's very possible
Mhm.
that it's gonna go without any snags, I should say. But yeah, so getting very close to that, and we're gonna see how that works, and I think it's gonna be just fine.
Our shop definitely needed a much needed like spa day, I'll call it that. It needed a lot of cleaning and like major updating and just decluttering of stuff. And I feel like once that is finished and polished off, it'll be a lot easier to maintain. And then Wes will be I think he'll be feel a lot more confident in heading the shop for us while we're gone. He's our service advisor.
Oh, that's great. Now, how long has he been with you?
He's been with us for,
Almost 2 months. So I'd say like 6.5 to 7 weeks.
Okay, that's great. That's
Mhm.
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
awesome.
yeah,
Hey guys, Central Diesel Sales is watching. They're tuned in, as well as Mobile Mark Granum, the famous Mark Granum. He's watching as well. So just wanted to say hi to them, let you guys know that they're watching and supporting you guys.
Well, thank you
Um,
guys so much.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm glad you brought up Expo because, of course, we love to talk about this thing we call Expo that's coming up here really quick. What
Man,
are
it's
you
coming
looking
quick.
for? Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to the most about it? I know I'm excited.
well, never been to Vegas, so I
Yeah,
think
we
that'd be
we
kind
went
of
with
cool.
Ted last
Oh,
year.
sweet.
Unfortunately, we were both standing up in a best couple friends of ours wedding. Brandon was the best man and I was a bridesmaid and it was
Mhm.
the same weekend. So we're excited for everything.
Yeah.
Really not sure. I don't know. I feel like our expectations are just going to be exceeded no matter what, and just excited to meet everyone that we've been able to converse with and get to know over the last 2 years. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know, but another step in our journey.
Oh, it'll be fun. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. And so, are you guys going to be there just for the expo, or are you coming a couple of days early and taking some of the workshops we're delivering the 2 days before?
No, we'll just be there for the expo.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And you guys, have you been to previous expos? I thought you had been to
Nope.
one before. No? Okay, this
Just
is the first one.
yeah,
So,
first time.
oh,
First
that's
one.
even more exciting. So yeah, you
Yep,
really
very first.
have no idea what. Yeah, yeah, it's
No,
You
gonna be
never,
know
good.
exactly
you
what
never
to
forget your first expo. Dang.
Yes. The word on the street. That's right.
What happens at
So,
expo stays at expo.
No, it comes back to further our shop.
mhm. And it's a nice test. You'll
Yeah.
see just how because it is. You get the idea sometimes that if you leave, it could be, or you're worried. It's like almost like letting the car drive itself down the road. But then when you get there and you have a good time and you come back and you see that your team did a great job, then you look like you go, yeah, they're okay, and the shop's okay.
Like
You know,
definitely the anxiety of what could happen when we're gone can definitely um be imposing on an owner to leave, if they're out of touch or out of town. The worry of something going wrong could be enough to stop you.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Certainly.
but it's really a nice test, and you're going to have a great time while you're there. I had a question. Since you've been on the program with Drive, what do you think? Like as far as your training goes, any kind of workshop materials, like what do you think was the most impactful for you guys?
All the front of the house stuff,
Mhm.
because that's on the mechanical side, that's very familiar to me. But controlling the front and
Mhm.
controlling all the paperwork that goes with it and keeping everything organized, that was something that they really don't teach you anywhere else. Even when you go to like tech school and stuff like that, they teach you how to be a tech, but they don't really teach you how to own a business and kind of run through that. So I think in the last 2 years, that alone has slingshotted us to where we are. Because we probably would have got here, but probably would have took a lot longer without some of your guys' guidance and your ideas and your materials that we can learn from.
I
Yeah,
really
that's
like
great.
the QuickBooks Essentials, or like the masterclass one that Chris does
Mhm.
so much. And that is, books in itself can be so overwhelming, and That one I just absolutely loved. I still think about it because I know I have to take it again.
I totally get
Yeah, I've taken it 6 times. I'm hoping by the 7th time I'll have it down.
it. He's exaggerating. He's only taking it 5.
Yeah.
And then also I find a lot of value in the ones where it's like evaluating your employees, giving them appraisal and constructive feedback. That's something that I think Brandon and I struggle with because we always, don't want to always point out the negative stuff, but
Mhm.
just learning to be, that kind of role model and stepping into those shoes of, being an owner and having the tougher and the more positive conversations with people.
Yeah. Well, that's all covered in building your dream team, I think.
Mhm.
And that was and you took that one, right? Was that
Yep.
you, Rhiannon, that took that one? Yeah. Because I've certainly seen you in a few workshops. You guys seem pretty dedicated to getting the training necessary to improve the condition of your shop, and that's great.
Mhm.
Um, hey, I think it's about time for a break. Dan, you want over to you, my friend?
Is it time already? The
I
moment
think it is.
I've been waiting for this whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
heard that there's a really great guest next week.
that's what I heard too. So this shop is in Rockland, California. It's a Euro shop. And I'm hearing really good things about these guys. I'm hearing yeah, the word on the street, like I said, is that they're a pretty awesome shop. It's actually my shop, Performance Motorworks in Rockland, California. And I'm going to be doing a shop tour with all you guys next Friday, the normal time, right? 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern.
Yep.
And I think my shop might need a little spa day, like Rhiannon was saying, a little quick little cleanup, make sure
You
we're
got a week.
representing well. Yeah. And, I'm curious in the comments, like what you guys want to see. Like, what's the most important thing? Do you want to see the bathrooms, the waiting room, the parking lot? So feel free to drop me a note and let me know where you want me to focus.
Yep. And because he is the official guest and for the show, but also we do this occasionally where we do a shop tour. And so he'll be our guest and we will be seeing his shop. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we also
And Carla
go
Weiss will
on.
be with us. Yeah, my coach Carla Weiss from Drive will be on the show as well. Since I'll be doing the tour, I won't quite be able to co-host. So Carla will be joining us as well. So it'll be the three of us.
That'll be great. And then of course we have an expo coming up. And now it's close. So it's real. And we've been talking about the expo for, about 6 months. And now it's about a month away. So
Yeah, time
24th
is
through the
flying by.
26th.
Yeah, time is flying.
If you haven't gotten your hotel and your airplane ticket yet, do it now.
Yep. Now would
It's
be a
going to
good
be
time.
great. Now might be a good time.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to be a great time. Now, we have an awards dinner at the expo, and we also have a big party. I have a lot of presentations. Is there anything specific that you're looking forward to experiencing when you get to the expo, guys?
Don't really know what to expect, but kind of just looking forward to the whole experience, seeing what it's
Nice.
got all about.
I'm excited for the presentations and I don't know, yeah, just the whole experience of it and just feeling like I don't know, like feeling like we actually accomplished something, that, it's all this hard work, all these little things that we've been doing has amounted to such a big change. And I don't know, we'll just finally get to, feel, I know, seen, I guess, by our other peers in the industry.
Yeah, that'll be great. And then, of course, you'll get to, like you said, you'll meet some people that or you might have met in a workshop or whatever. You get to see them face to face. That'll be really great too.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mhm.
you guys are experiencing your growth and your change, and you're going to be able to hang out and kind of network with other people who are also experiencing growth and change, especially since working with Drive and the changes have implemented in their shops and how those are affecting them. And so that's one of my favorite things is just hearing everybody else's stories and hearing about their growth and just how they're doing. So what's next on the horizon for you guys? I know you guys are you're building, right? We were talking about how before the show we were talking about how you're in the process of adding 2 lifts. How's that going, and what are your goals?
Well, we got one up and one goes in on Monday. So, or the last one goes in on Monday. So next week we should be able to fully fledged use both of those so we can get more cars up in the air, and
Mhm.
hopefully with that means quicker repairs and more money, I guess.
Yeah, we
Right.
were very confined in space for a while. And we were kind of at the pace of our landlord, and time finally came, and the team really pulled together, and there was so much stuff in here. He had so much junk and junk metal collected that thought he might need, and just so much stuff. And yeah, now we're actually operating in the whole building, not just 2/3 of our building. And we've jumped from 3 lifts to 5 lifts. And like Brandon said, we're gonna, turn up the heat, start to boil that water a little bit, and really see what our team can do.
Yeah.
That'll be great. Hey, Libby Jean says hello.
Hi,
Rhiannon, do you know?
Libby.
I'm guessing that's somebody that you know.
I think I met her in a class. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
very
good.
cool.
So let me ask you this. How much expansion have you guys had over the last couple of years? I mean, you don't need to throw numbers out, but like percentage of growth. Has there been good growth?
We have
We've almost doubled.
we've increased over the last, like, every year. So I think for the last 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
we've essentially like almost doubled our sales from the year before.
Oh my gosh.
So
That it-
so as we're starting to get, so last year we did over 500,000. So I think I know that the up to the million is going to be little bit harder of the curve to achieve. Um, but with this expansion, I definitely think that goal is a lot closer than what I had thought it was.
Maybe
oh,
when that
good.
time comes, maybe one more quality technician, and then that's pretty much as far as we can go for this building.
Yep. So we had hired our second technician at the end of February. So he's been with us since the end of February, and then our service advisor since the end of June. So we expanded space wise and expanded to staff as well.
Yeah.
Good for
Love to hear
you.
that. I love to hear it. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
And then have your numbers are looking pretty good as far as like profit margins and such.
Oh,
Yep.
our counselor has definitely helped us get those right into par.
Yeah.
And who
Phil
is
is
that?
awesome. We work with Phil.
Phil.
Nice.
Phil's great. Phil Reddy, right?
Oh, Libby, that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Um,
everyone out there, Libby Jean says they met via the group coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Phil and Todd.
yep.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just curious. I mean, obviously, being in business as long as you have, it comes with some challenges and it comes with some lessons learned along the way. Can you think of any hard lessons you had to learn that maybe you could share with anybody out there to encourage them and how you got through it?
One big challenge that well, I personally still deal with is being too nice. You can't be the nicest guy in the world because people definitely like to exploit that. So you got to have your boundaries when you're talking to your staff and your customer base. And sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world to fire a customer, especially when they just make your life miserable every time you see them. That has been a hard lesson to learn because I like to help everybody, and sometimes it's not worth it. That and
I would probably agree because you want to go the extra mile, you want to do everything you absolutely can for your customers and make them feel like they are part of your family, and you do have to have your line of what you'll tolerate.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Absolutely. You have to do what's right for the business as an entity and protect your people and protect the future of the business. And it's, you could still be nice. I had to learn this lesson as well. And I think Carla, one of the first days coaching me, she said, you know what your problem is? You're just too nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
not my
let's
wife.
hold Brandon
That's
that
not what my
accountable.
wife says, right? You
Wes tells
know?
Brandon that too. He's like, man, you're too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charge
Yeah.
accordingly. Another one.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can
Well,
be
I think,
nice and still have boundaries, right, Tony?
yeah, I think the trick is to be firm and
Mhm.
maintain and not be overly tolerant of not cool behavior
Hmm.
and still maintain a level of kindness. And that is where it's really challenging because you can get people who are grumpy or they don't feel good about having to say something, so they get angry about it. And that never solves anything, you know. The best people are naturally kind. And then they just learn how to set those guardrails and set those boundaries, but maintain their kindness. Because you guys are really kind. You guys are great. I mean, I've had you in workshops, and you're just wonderful. But it's just about not letting yourself don't feel like you're being taken advantage of, but
Mhm.
still maintain that care factor, you know. And that's the winning ticket, I think. You know, and that's probably how you're gonna, you know, I mean, you've got a team, you know, that people are attracted to people who are kind,
Mhm.
you
It
know.
goes a long way, especially in our industry. We have such a bad rap, such a bad stereotype with our industry. So it really is noticed, and a lot of our customers will tell us that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
So
thing. Yeah.
we're getting close to the end. Is there anything that you want to let everybody know that we haven't talked about at all that you feel is important that people understand about you and your business and anything at all?
I don't know. Every shop has its ups and downs. Last year we were like kind of in maybe like a tough financial spot just with cash flow, and I don't know, it sounds silly, but you just have to picture yourself on the other side of it, and it ends positively, and you just keep going through it, just keep working through it, talk to your support, and it'll get worked out. It'll always get worked out in the end. And if it doesn't, well, you still learned a really valuable lesson and had a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Any final words, Dan?
Well, like Tony said, you guys are great people. I've talked with you a few times now. I always enjoy having a conversation with you. I'm excited for you guys and the growth of your shop. Like it's a big deal. It really is. When you're talking about adding 2 lifts, I mean that's incredible. I mean that's just more revenue for the shop, more opportunity for the shop. And so just congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. I love the advice that you had for everybody, which is just to kind of just keep pushing through and focus on the finish line, right? Because even if you're not 100% happy with where you're at today, it's the vision of where you can be, and you guys are well on your way. You guys are getting there.
Well, thank you guys
Yeah.
so much. We really appreciate it. And we truly, like Brandon said, we truly could not have gotten this far this fast without the drive team. And you guys have just been incredible. You've been so instrumental to our development, and we're so appreciative.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate hearing that. You know, that's our goal. We want to help people to have the lives they want to have, you know, live the dream, you know, and I
Mhm.
really appreciate hearing that. And we can't wait to see you guys at the expo. I'm really excited to see you guys there.
Oh, we're
Yep.
so excited to meet you guys.
Yeah, Dan will be there. I'll be there. We're all going to be there.
And Larry!
And Larry will be there. Larry will
Oh,
certainly be there. It'll be
yeah.
great. Well, we have actually hit the end of the show. These shows always go so quickly. You guys are such great conversationalists. It was really a great show. Thanks for being here.
For having us.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to say to everybody out there, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next Friday.